So, Kelly Maixner, dentist from Wasilla area, you know, Ryan Dallas's dogs. I was looking back at the stats and the finishes from last year in 2022, and I did a rod. And Chad Stoddard actually, I believe, had a seavey team, a Dallas team, and he was right there in the top 5 or 6 with an 8-dog finish. And Dallas obviously was second last year, I think, coming in with 7 dogs. So 7 plus 8 is 15, right there in the top half a dozen. You know, finishes last year. So even if some of Dallas' superstars are sitting out sitting out this year, in terms of I don't know his dogs, Profit or something like that. Some of those dogs, I'm not sure those superstar veteran dogs are with Kelly Maixner. Still the likelihood for Kelly Maixner to be sitting on, a phenomenal dog team and to be able to, get out there at least in the top 5 is, it's really high. If he can do his part as a musher, it's really high that Kelly Maixner is going to be able to get out there and be competitive. I know Mitch has said on Facebook that he thinks, the guy he's coming from Australia, Christian Turner, pass handler, who wasn't training all year with those dogs, like I said before, sort of questionable in terms of, again, it's just a safety concern, a rapport concern, a trust concern. What are we trying to celebrate? A bond between musher and dogs, not someone who's, flying from a different country with 30 days out to the race, just to jump on a team that someone else trained, conditioned, and bred. That's sort of, that's just not aligned with the mission, the purpose, and what that race was about, celebrating, honoring, which was the bond between the musher and the dogs and living off the land, or not even living off the land at this point, just, it's just not aligned with what the sport's supposed to be about. But, whether they change the rule on that or not. But the point is, Kelly Maixner is the one who I view as more likely to actually be competitive just because, he does live in Alaska and he had, I think, a full season of preparation with the CV kennel, training the dogs, the ins and outs of those dogs, working with Dallas and having Dallas coach him, plus just the kennel depth Dallas, and his kennel exhibited last year with those 2 teams, both Dallas and Chad Stoddard, right in the front of the pack, first 5 or 6 teams, 2nd and 5th or 2nd and 6th. In terms of those finishes in 2022, I did a rod. Will Kelly be able to translate that and be able to run Brent down on the last half of the race? It's going to be certainly interesting to watch if he's going to be able to be competitive.